D12, 7. Okay, great entrance. You know you did a 15 on a previous one. This is kind of how I expected the 15 to come out, but the positions in the door would be like this. This would be Manuel, Felipe, Marconi, and Fred. And that way you can kind of, you don't have, Manuel, you don't need to do that big turn on the front of the 15. See what you think. I kind of thought that's how we were doing it before. Maybe there's a reason that I'm missing on that. Okay, so we had some fixes on the 13s that we were working on. And before I carry on, the flow on this jump is awesome, guys. Really, really good flow. Just keeping on moving. It looks like everyone is on pace. All right, the 13 build, I did mention it on a previous dive. This is not a bad example. This is a pretty good one, actually, where Fred and Felipe, for you guys, this is the center of this previous formation of the D, and you guys are the long axis. So all you have to do is rotate Felipe, open up a little bit to give space, Fred, but stay on axis. See how you're backing up here? It just puts you guys at a different place. I think I mentioned it on the previous one. All right, 13s are getting better and better. We're seeing synchronicity now from Marconi and Manuel on that B picture. There we go, and then the second B. The shape at the beginning just causes sometimes that lack of symmetry for the close there. You can see what I mean here. So Fred, with you kind of backing up like that, see how you back up, dum, 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 dum. And then also Felipe is kind of rotating more. You just end up with a very different shape at the start of the block. I'd like to see some consistency. There's a really good one coming up at the end, so we'll talk about that. Hey, and despite the build, you guys are rocking on the block. There's really nothing to worry about there. It feels like, it looks like Marconi, you've made that change, you've made that shift from doing that big translation to more of the feeling of rotation. And great flow into the 7s, guys. Even though there's a couple of times when you're selling it because I know that you're not too sure if it's there or not, you just keep on moving. But calmly, it's not panic, it's just like, maybe that wasn't there, but it's not a big deal, let's just keep on moving. Look at, see what I mean by that shape difference? So you have a long axis, there it is. That's the route map. I want Fred to just pop out a little bit to there, Felipe just to rotate out, and then I want you guys to, Marconi and Manuel, to see the center point and just move in to where you think you should go. Right now it feels like we're moving to grips, and it just makes for a very strange looking beginning shape to what becomes a really good block. Nice key there, I love that. That's really nice. It's a, like, is it there, is it not? Doesn't matter, we all key and we move on. And even though maybe Fred didn't have a proper grip there, maybe his hand is just underneath the elbow, maybe the judges wouldn't see that, you know, because you guys move on as if nothing happened. I think that was the 13 I wanted to use. So, okay. This is probably one of the better builds. Fred, you don't move back so much, you just kind of open up to the wall, which is great. Squish yourself against the glass, Fred and Felipe, that's good. And then now we have a more symmetrical looking start to the 13. We got the B shape there, perfect. Then we got a symmetrical move over from Fred and Felipe, and then that makes the close super easy. That's a how to do block 13, guys. Awesome.